Hi, we're going to finish up now with our 5 movable shapes by looking at the D chord. Again, this is a chord that most of us learned to play originally. Probably most of us like that. Maybe some of us with a little alternate fingering. D minor, as the third is here. The root is on the 4th string. The order of the intervals from the 4th string now is the root, the 5th, the root, and the 3rd. You can also play it from the 5th string. The A note in the D chord is the 5th, so the order of the intervals would be 5, 1, 5, 1, 3. The orientation is really from the 4th string. That's where the root is, or the 2nd string. Those where the roots are. The 3rd, the key note for making it major or minor is on the 1st string. So we have D minor. Because the 6th string and the 1st string are tuned the same, you could also play D minor, and frequently it is played like this. Now I put a ninth in there. If we're going to put the minor 3rd back in. There's that ninth. Okay. Now, if we move it up again, what happens is these 3 fingers have to take the D shape. By the way, in this position, the index can also put the 3rd in the bass. And that's often played. F sharp is the 3rd, major 3rd of D. Okay? Now if we go up, we're playing E flat major. Root here on the 4th, root on the 2nd, 5th on the 3rd, 3rd. Many of you will recognize this from Pensahi. We're taking the 3rd out altogether. And now we have that wonderful relationship that flamenco Phrygian always looks for, and that's the relationship. A half step, we have the open E against the D sharp or the E flat. The bass can also include the B flat in the major form. Now, we don't usually use this chord as a full 6-string chord because this, in terms of E flat, this would put an F in the bass. Now, this actually makes another kind of chord that we'll learn about, a suspended chord, but its orientation is from the F, not from the E flat. So moving up, we have E. E's kind of nice because there's an E open string with a bass note. Order of the intervals again. There's 5 root, 5 root 3rd, or minor, E minor. If we keep going, F sharp or G flat, G sharp or A flat, I'm sorry, A sharp or B flat, and finally B. Okay, now let's go back and look at E for a second. Now we're going to see some interconnectivity here between this E and our C-shape E. Note that in this C-shape, C-form, the index is on the 3rd. In this D form, now the 3rd is played by the ring finger. But you can see this little part of the chord that's common to both chords. Now let's move up, say, to an A. Let's play the open A just for the heck of it. Now let's look at the interconnectivity of this A to an E form A to a G form A. So you're going to see the 5 shapes now can connect the whole entire neck. Okay, now the D chord, I want to spend just a little more time on it. The D shape, there's another way to orient to this chord, and that is to take the note on the first string and move it over to the sixth. Now this becomes an E. Now my finger's kind of blocking out the fifth string, so it's not really heard. And I'm getting third, root, fifth, root. And you'll recognize that also from Benzahi. Okay, now again on the interconnectivity. How about E in the E shape, E in the D shape, E in the C shape, E in the A shape, and E in the G shape. Now we've connected the entire neck with the 5 shapes. Let me go through that again slowly. E, connecting to the D shape. Now the third is in the bass here. I could put it on the top. Either way, just fine. Now I'm moving into the C shape. I still have the third there, or I could open it up with the root. Okay, the E chord in an A shape, or I can leave the E open. And finally, the E chord in the G shape. Let's try it with C. C here, C in the A shape, C in the G shape, C in the E shape, C in the D shape. Pick a chord, any chord you want. Let's just pick one absolutely at random. F, okay, F in the E shape, okay. F in the D shape, F in the C shape, F in the A shape, and kind of hard to get, but I can't really get it, but F in the G shape. Obviously some of them are going to be easier to connect. Okay, now this is completes the 5 movable shapes. Oh, by the way, in the D shape, we talked about if it's on this set of strings, we flat the third, okay, E minor. Now if it's on this set of strings, then we flat the third here. Okay, D, D minor. We actually did talk about that. Okay, now that completes the 5 shapes and links the entire fretboard from octave to octave with a chord shape. Now, so far what we've done is we've looked at major and minor. In the other sections we've looked at triads, and we're going to extend the triads out to 7th chords, and as we do that, then we'll come back to the shapes and we'll extend them out to 7th chords. So this just keeps building and building, but now we really have quite a good foundation to be able, through the 5 movable shapes, to interconnect the entire fretboard from octave to octave with major or minor chords. We'll continue the next time.